What's going on, guys? Lots of Legos here again today. Today I am doing weekly update number 7, and yes, I know it's Saturday. I had one uploading yesterday, but for some reason the Wi-Fi wasn't working and it never got to uploading, so I guess it's kind of a blessing because there were some things that I forgot to talk about yesterday, and I got a new package in today, Saturday, so yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that first. Okay, so I got an order in from Toy Wiz today. So basically, let's see. Oh, they gave me a freebie. That's cool. But yeah, basically I got 2 of Brick Arm's knives for Drax because he has 2 knives and I wanted a custom knife. I got 2 of the revolvers that I use for Rick, mainly because I need one for my Walter White, and I have to cut it down and I have to modify it a lot. So I got 2 in case I mess up on one. So that's that. I got this cool gun that credit goes to MGF Custom / Reviews because he used this blaster for his Rocket Raccoon. So that's what this is for. And I have to say, it does look really good on Rocket. It looks a lot better than this big weird thing. But yeah, so got that. So we'll put that there. I got a blue M9 pistol as a freebie, it looks like, so that's kind of cool. I got a regular M9 pistol that I ordered for Mike from Breaking Bad. I got 2 M1911 version 2s in black for Hank Schrader and Jesse Pinkman. I got a grenade, which has all the different little designs on it, because in Guardians of the Galaxy sets, they released a big orb that was way too big to be the ball that they're all after in the movie. So I'm going to cut this down and modify it a bit, and this will be the orb that they're all after, because it's a lot more to scale with the minifigures, so I like that a lot. So I got that. And last but not least, I got a tactical sword for my Gamora minifigure, because I wanted all these guys to have custom weapons. Except Groot, of course, he can't have a custom weapon. But yeah, that's my Toy Wiz order. Pretty cool Brick Arms. They make some really great quality weapons. A link to them will be in the description below. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Simpsons minifigures. So as you can see, I am pretty much have the entire series here. I've got 5 since I came to my grandma's house, which is where I'm filming right now. So I've gotten, since Sunday night, last Sunday night, I have got Itchy, Scratchy, Chief Wiggum, Ralph Wiggum, and Grandpa Simpson. So that is an addition to my collection. And then Ned, I had to take his legs off because I use them for Drax. Yeah, just go ahead and throw Drax. It doesn't matter. Because I use them for Drax, as you can see. So they look pretty great. So I have to get another Ned, and I have to get Mr. Burns, and then I have the entire series. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. My awesome grandma actually bought me the most amazing thing. It was basically something that Lego announced that they were going to stop making because, basically because it was offensive to a certain country, and they thought it looked like one of their churches, I believe it was. So she bought it for me on eBay for real cheap to keep it nice and safe for a long time, and I'm not going to open it or anything because it's going to be worth a lot of money one day, but the Jabba's Palace set, and as you can see, I got the whole box here. It's in its box. It's huge. It's $114 set. So yeah, it's pretty great. It's amazing. It's looking really great. So that was awesome of her to get, and yeah, I really wish I could open it, but I can't, of course. But eventually, someday, I'll sell it. Hopefully for a couple $1,000. I'm hoping. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about our Guardians of the Galaxy team here. So first off, we have Star-Lord, of course. He is the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, as you notice right off the bat, I switched his hairpiece out from this hairpiece to a more accurate-looking hairpiece. I took his jacket design that he had on the front of his legs, because it is a continuation of his trench coat, and I continued that all the way around onto all sides because it looked kind of weird just cutting off in the back, so I had to do that, so that looks pretty good. I'm painting his helmet. As you can see, you can already notice some differences. There's a little bit more silver and black details I need to fix up. The eyes have white around the red to, red around the white to, simulate a glowing effect, and it's just going to look really awesome when that's done. His plasma pistols, as I call them because they're like Halo plasma pistols, pretty much. I'm painting gray. You can't really tell if I compare it to the other one. You can kind of tell. I'm painting them gray there, and then I'm going to add the little repulsor things there, so that'll look pretty cool. And then, of course, as I showed you earlier in the video, I got a grenade to act as the orb that they're all hunting in the movie. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome, and that's Star-Lord. Rocket Raccoon is actually pretty nice too. He's coming along really great. As you know, I got this new blaster for him from Toy Wiz, and all I have to do to this is, you see this little indents right here. You can't see it that well, but I have to paint those into a light blue, and then again with the repulsor on the front, I'm going to paint yellow, I believe. So yeah, that's for his weapon, and then the rest of him is pretty awesome. Basically, I got 4 different types of paint oranges here, so I could try to match the color of the Lego orange exactly here. And you can actually notice where I tested it there. And basically, I have jack-o'-lantern orange, pumpkin orange, which is like, why is there a jack-o'-lantern and pumpkin? Jack-o'-lantern is a pumpkin, but I guess it was just different. So, and then harvest orange and mango orange, which basically these didn't work. The jack-o'-lantern orange was the exact color I needed for Rocket. As you can see, I painted his belt there from the tail, so you can't even tell really. So, and then I'm painting the shoulder pauldron orange with a red in the middle. And then, of course, he's completely color changed brown, and I painted in his mouth, and I have a knee pad here that I have to paint over here, and he also does have 2 little bolts on the sides. I don't know if he really has those, but they just were kind of a cool detail. Also, I might continue his torso down a little bit, but I don't know. So, yeah, that's Rocket Raccoon. Let me put his weapon back in, because he looks really awesome with that. And, yeah, also I have to finish the feet going all the way around, and I have to finish painting the tail. But, yeah, that's Rocket Raccoon. Drax is pretty much the exact same minifigure as the one that Lego provided. Of course, he has the same arms, head, and torso as the ones Lego provided. He does have his new weapons, which are 2 brick arms knives, which do look a lot better than the Lego weapons, of course. So, yeah, let's go ahead and remove those, because nothing is going to be done to them. They're perfect the way they are. His legs were completely customized and have just a lot of lining and different aspects to them to make him really look like Drax's legs that he has in the film. I have to continue some designs all the way around and all that stuff, but for now he looks pretty good with the design that he has, and it just makes him look a little bit more like a BA, I guess. So, not Brick Arm's a badass. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So now we'll move on to Gamora, because Groot is my favorite figure that I made, so I want to save him for last, the best for last. So, Gamora here, I basically completely custom painted her torso. It's an area-like curved torso that was originally a sand green, as you can tell from the back, but I painted all the black details onto it. Before I get into that, though, she has her tactical sword, which I basically have to paint the whole metallic part in a silver and keep the handle black. So that'll be what's done to her sword. And then, as you can see on her face, I used the Statue of Liberty head, and I added some silver detail right there, as you can kind of see there, and there's a little bit above her eyebrow. I used the official Gamora hairpiece, because I think it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. So we'll remove that, and then you can see all the designs I added. I basically added her netting effect that she had, and then she had a piece of cloth above the netting, but you could still see her skin through it, so it was just like a darker green, so I painted that onto there. And then I painted some sand green here, as it's that little part right there, and that looks pretty good. Have to do that to the other side, and then I got some blue running through her outfit. And then I'm experimenting with leg designs, and then I have to finish her cuffs and the rest of her torso, and then she will be done. And then also I'm not going to paint, there's a silver design here that she has on her outfit. I'm not going to paint anything on this side because the hairpiece covers it entirely, and you won't know. You guys won't know. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, let's move on to my favorite minifigure that I think I've ever made. So here we have Groot, and as you can see, I'm basically giving you a rundown of all the figures and what they're going to look like when they're done. This is not the review of them at all, but yeah, so Groot here basically has a completely custom sculpted head and some three-dimensional aspects on his torso. I basically have 2 abs and some little aspects down here, I guess. One right there, and then that blank spot right there had another one on there, and it's really small, so I can't find it at the moment, but I have to glue that back on there because it fell off. His head is custom sculpted, yeah, and it looks pretty good in the front. If you look on the back, you're like, what? Where's the rest of his head? But in the front, it looks okay, and then his eyes are a little too big, so I'm going to just get those down, and then his mouth, of course. And then I finished painting this arm, and this arm, I have to finish this leg, and then he will be done. And, of course, Groot does not come with any weapons or anything of the sort, but he still looks really good, and I like the way, you know, he's coming out. He looks really good. As you know, they'll all be in this chamber, and he's perfect size because I used the woody arms and legs and the head too. And his head, let's compare it to a normal minifigure. So his head is about 1 stud taller, including this part. About 1 stud taller. And as you can see, there's my little Walter White head. But about 1 stud taller, yeah. So here is what he looks like next to the Guardians. And that's perfect because imagine these were real people. He'd be about 6 foot. He'd be about probably 7.5. So that's how they look Lego-ish, you know. He'd be like 6 feet tall. He'd be 7.5. So that's how it looks here. So I really like how that came out. And he's not too big. He can do chest bump. Yeah, so yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and conclude this video. Alright guys, well that's pretty much the complete rundown of everything that I've been up to this week, and it has been a very fulfilling week. I gotta get back to work on these Guardians of the Galaxy figures, so they will be ready for you guys August 1st, so go ahead and check out my Flickr. That'll be in the description below, of course, and yeah, they'll be up on that Flickr page, August 1st, and yeah, I'm excited about it. Got a couple previews posted. My latest one is my favorite, because you can see Gamora and Groot. Obviously, Gamora has a lot more detail now, but, she'll look a lot better than she does even now. So, yeah, they all look really good, though, and I'm excited with everything I got to do with them, and the Simpsons series will hopefully be completed in the next weekly update. And I decided to take my last review of The Simpsons down and just do a complete series review, even though, actually, first picture of Series 12 was released today, so that was pretty cool. So apparently, the Lego Movie series and this series was not considered, 12 and 13, so they were just considered different. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna review all these guys, and they look really great. I have to get another Ned, of course, and Mr. Burns will be done. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave the video a like below, and comment, like, subscribe. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.